Newsflash! Penacony's Charmony Festival has entered its countdown phase, accompanied by Clocky's TikToks.
Wait.
System hours.
Why is bro getting held at gunpoint?
Since you already know what you're doing, I'll also have to remind you of its risks.
Why is Woodhill holding Don hung at gunpoint?
Hey, partner, what's with the hostility? I thought pulling this thing out was just a way of saying hello.
Oh, it is way of saying hello. Did not know that.
For the last time, state your identity and purpose.
My name's Boot Hill, and I'm a Galaxy Ranger.
Another Galaxy Ranger.
A Galaxy Ranger?
You look like you seen a ghost. Did you think we all went extinct? Well, that's the price you pay for being off-grid for too long.
The righteous heroes of the hunt would never hijack the Astral Express.
I ain't hijacked anything. What, chatting with someone while holding the gun is considered a hijacking?
I'm pretty sure it is.
It probably is.
Recognize this?
Oh hell no. What I call the Alliance.
It's a model fudger. The Jade Abacus of Ally and Oath. The CN Joe really gave this to you guys?
Hell no, bro. Blood did not just say the MF word.
Model fudger?
Alright then. Tell me, what kind of organization are the Galaxy Rangers?
Oh, my friend. This question is a hard one. I don't think I can even consider us an organization to begin with. Everyone's on their own fated path along the hunt, with their own resolute sense of righteousness and not so welcome among such so-called universal values.
This reply does not instill trust. It only makes your predicament more precarious.
Alright.
I'm guessing you're gonna ask about some form of shared faith, right? But us Galaxy Rangers don't need that sort of thing. What brings us together is a shared bottom line.
Okay. Good reason.
Never bully the weak. Never kill the innocent. These oaths aren't some lofty beliefs, but the fundamental bottom line that one must never cross as a person.
Alright. Good.
As Galaxy Rangers, we strictly adhere to the bottom line. When someone crosses them, the hunt's vengeance will surely come knocking.
Really now.
Second question. Why do you seek trouble with the Astral Express?
Does he?
I already said that I seek no trouble.
See? He seeks no
I
trouble.
must go to Penacony for a matter. But I don't have an invite. And I can't even enter the family's hotel doors. If only I could borrow the Nameless's identity.
You can?
The entire cosmos knows you're guest of the family.
Didn't know you can even borrow someone else's identity.
Aren't the Galaxy Rangers also esteemed guests?
I guess they aren't.
Oh, you've hit the nail on the head. This is why I'm here. It's fine if I tell you. The Rangers are pursuing an imposter. A son of a nice lady posing as one of us. She's on Penacony right now.
I'm guessing this lady he's talking about is Acheron.
That Galaxy Ranger imposter. Who is it?
Is that the third question?
Is it a hard question?
It isn't. Just that you might not believe me.
See, I was
That
right.
person calls herself Acheron. And according to our informant, she could be an emanator of nihility.
That's impossible.
That's
It's
what I
very
said.
possible.
Don't worry. When I first received the news, I had the exact same reaction as you. Then you must know that emanators can also conceal their own identities, which, for many people, it's better that way. I had the good fortune of running into an elation emanator. Its appearance was no different than that of those clowns. If it weren't through sheer luck that I got it drunk, I would have never known of its eminent status.
How? I'm not going to question this any further.
I don't intend to do anything.
That's not up to you.
What? Another demon child?
Be it reality or dream, staring at the sky is instinctual for humanity. Since the day that the golden hour was completed, it's always been there, watching over every single night of decadence. But now this night sky has been mercilessly severed, dyed with the mist of nihility. And this whole event happened within the course of a single slash of a blade.
Sheesh.
A single slash of a blade isn't really accurate. It was actually 2 blades, just that the second one was faster.
Really now?
That's not the point.
Speaking of living in the shadows, there's probably not much difference between us. It's only polite to reveal your true self, at least when speaking to others.
Okay.
Penacony's Dream Master.
Really now?
We are one.
Oh, alright, alright. A hive mind.
The Oak family's 107,336 offspring are now my eyes, ears, and mouths.
Seems
How did you
like you're
count all of
asking me to
those?
leave, Penacony.
I am glad that you're an understanding one. Alas, I'm not asking. If you do not comply, when the blade is unsheathed for even a hair's breadth, you will never be able to escape the eternal Centurion's wrath in all of your lifetime.
What a menacing voice. Very nice, I like it.
137 individuals. That is how many heathens I have exiled since I became Dream Master. Among them were those who once severed my wings, and those who immolated my body.
Okay.
And here I stand again, about to add another mark to the tally.
Or are you?
And you will die. I mean, all of you will.
Oh, sheesh.
But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask. I'll leave.
Okay. Why would you leave though?
A wise choice.
I wasn't aware there was a choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacony are of different worlds. Those born on the far bank cannot seek solace across the river. Leave and never return. The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelmingly bright, luring in tricksters, wrongdoers, and criminals. But even the harmony itself will never welcome the self-annihilator of nihility.
This man's voice is really nice. Who the hell voiced by this guy?
And even more so, when this self-annihilator heralds the destruction of everything. Your strength is obviously a gift of the sleeping and shapeless, immeasurable and fathomless, like a tributary spawned from the abyss that brings death and sin to all. Acheron, a befitting name.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the Harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one outcome. Its future holds nothing but nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
Okay.
We're back to where it all began. You entered the golden hour from this place. And it is also from here where you will enter the true Penacony.
Land of exiles.
It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. But it's time I laid bare the entire truth before you. As you might have heard, I also go by another name.
Cooler name.
Stellaron Hunter Sam.
Yes.
I'm fine. Sorry, I hope I haven't scared you. I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape?
Yes, I do.
When I was caught by that meme?
A very funny meme.
In that instant before it killed me, I saw the reflection of another
It killed you?
dreamscape in its ghastly pupils. So, following the clues in the script, I came up with
Several?
some theories about the meme. That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations, drawing everyone to the Dreams Hotel.
Okay.
I intended to call upon death before you arrived, to solve the riddle using more direct means, and then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't defy the script.
Of course you
And
cannot.
I didn't get a chance to explain it to you.
It's a script after all.
It is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria, miasma, exploded in my mind as if it was actually reality. But after the momentary numbness subsided, I found that my body was absolutely unscathed.
Really now?
I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone.
Primal.
Its name?
Land of
the
exiles. Land of the exiles.
And so, then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity.
Why can't?
So, I could only divert your party's attention and lure you away from the battlefield. And after, all my attempts proved futile. It wasn't until not long ago when a crimson blade of
Not
light
long.
shattered
Took
the
like a
high
couple
wall of the
weeks.
dream, causing you all to fall far into the abyssal depths of the dreamscape.
Acheron.
That I was able
This is
to
a
awaken you and your
police.
companions one by one. And that's it. That is all that's happened so far.
I completely understand.
I know it's tough to believe all this without reservations. I just want to say, you are very close to the final answer. Just one more thing needs to be done. And then I can prove it to you. Now, let's leave this place. Please close your eyes.
Closing eyes.
Take a deep breath and visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart. And remember, you must not open your eyes at all times.
I'm closing my eyes. I'm holding my breath.
3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us
Uh-oh.
has arrived.
Is that death? Oh, I think that is death. I just opened my eyes. Yeah. The consciousness becomes like scraps of paper caught in a whirlpool, breaking apart, dissolving and dispersing within turbulent, muddy currents. Innumerable voices resonate through the symphony of a memorial like roaring thunder, and among them, one echo stands out, with exceptional clarity. You know it comes from the girl beside you, your heart is beating to the same rhythm in silence, and then more silence. Until memories stir up ripples in that quiet darkness. Was I stabbed?
I never knew you could do this.
What happened?
Do you have a driver's license?
I don't think he does.
I do.
He does?
That is
Very
surprising.
surprising. Very surprising.
Why? Because this is Japella, the city of sins.
City of Sins.
No, it's nothing. I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20 system hours. Are you sure you're okay?
He can't sleep? What?
I'm fine. I'll survive. Same goes for you.
I'm not so sure about that. Slow down a bit.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime you like.
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds. Let me stay a little longer in this body.
Still much liquor, soft silence can break the quiet of the car.
Such a long tunnel.
Be
Didn't feel
patient!
this long when I set off.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka. And then comes the downfall of the Japella Brotherhood.
Japella Brotherhood.
Is that also part of the script?
It's in your script too.
Really?
Sorry. I didn't notice.
Read it properly.
Their destiny won't change just because of your selective ignorance.
Selective ignorance.
I told you before, it's a bad habit.
What about you then? Is this the moment you finally find the death you've been looking for?
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this planet. Why the sudden inquiry?
Very good question. Yeah.
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver.
Okay.
I just
Good
want to get
reason.
there in one piece.
Good reason. Pretty sure Sam is impact-proof, no?
This car has full
It's a
self-driving
Tesla?
capabilities.
What?
I'll just put my hand on the steering wheel. Will that do?
Okay.
Hey, don't take everything so seriously. Elio, would always say there's only one type of destiny.
The
The inescapable type.
type.
He can see the future, and we, likewise, are aware of our predetermined end.
Predetermined end.
But before that moment arrives, we can still choose what we do. We all have this right, don't we?
Not all of us.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the Dreams. Penacony.
So this before she went to Penacony. In a never-ending tunnel with a sleep-deprived driver.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
Yeah. Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Oh, Welt. Where are we? Was there 1, 2, 3 now? I did not remember there being numbers here.
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible? The monster that we have always known as Death is actually the guardian of the Land of the Exiles.
Land of the X.
It abides by a certain rule. Abducting people from their dreams and bringing them here.
Huh. Okay.
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in the dreamscape, appears to be a cognitive trap. It was laid by those orchestrating events from the shadows to cover up the truth behind the disappearances and the existence of this fortress known as Dreamflux Reef.
Dreamflux Reef. Sounds like a very beautiful place, actually.
Every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker. Since Dreamflux Reef is where it brings its captives, it's likely that many of our long-standing questions will be answered in this place.
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful dream. There are no regulators here like the family. And they all look like they're mildly dazed. But from the whispers of the residents, they've heard a familiar name.
Gallagher.
Gallagher.
Familiar name.
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time.
That 13-year-old?
Though that does save us the trouble of looking for him. Himiko and March have already made a move. Get ready. We're about to set off.
I am really sorry for waiting until now to tell you everything. 2 reasons. Firstly, the script. In the future that Elio saw, Sam and the Astral Express's confrontation was inevitable. I tried to break the shackles of the prophecy, but this is as far as I could go. That aside, there were also my personal motives.
Personal?
I wished to travel with you as Firefly, and not Sam.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do the Stolen Hunters also want a piece of the legacy?
Elio only gave me one instruction. Allow the Astral Express to pursue the Grand Legacy. It means that the Watchmaker's legacy holds great significance to trailblazing. And to you.
To me?
Elio's scripts used to revolve and expand around certain specific Stellarons. But with your appearance, this condition has apparently ceased to be appropriate. Perhaps he also saw the impossible in the future.
So who exactly is Sam? A knight from the whatchamacallit?
Do you still remember the medical cabin I told you about? Well, that's Sam.
Medical cabin?
It belongs to the Iron Cavalry of Glamoth's Firmament Frontline. A Firefly Type 4 strategic assault mech.
A Firefly Type 4 strategic assault. That's a cool name though. Strategic assault mech sound. Okay.
It is the cradle of my vitality. And the meaning of my birth. And for the longest time it was how I should have looked to the rest of the world.
Okay. And where did you get this body?
The time scale of Dreamflux Reef differs from reality. So we mustn't lower our guard. You're sensitive to memoria. A slight misstep. And you could get lost in this memory zone.
Okay.
Something on your mind? Let's talk about it. No wonder Miss Acheron is so averse to drawing her blade. It's hard to imagine such terrifying power could reside in an ordinary sheath. If it weren't for the fact that Aventurine's power originated from the preservation, the entire dreamscape would have been affected. Don't feel burdened by this. Even without that Stellaron inside you, Aventurine would still have found other methods to accomplish his goal. Let's just believe in Miss Acheron. And given her prowess, I don't think we've got anything to worry about.
Yeah. I think so.
During your investigation, he shared a vital piece of information. Mikhail, the former watchmaker who collaborated with the family to construct the Penacony we're familiar with today, had a falling out with the family for specific reasons. But this is precisely where the problem lies. You were clearly investigating a murder, so then why, as a security officer, is he changing the subject to talk about his past with the watchmaker?
Right. Why?
And now, with Firefly mentioning his name again, it's hard not to be suspicious.
The strategic... I literally forgot.
Before we found you, she'd already revealed her Stellaron Hunter identity and shared a lot of information. Who would have thought that the Molten Knight's true identity was actually a young girl? For her, this is a secret that she cannot allow others to know. That being the case, I think we can believe she's willing to cooperate.
Hope so.
But she didn't reveal all her secrets. I just can't shake the feeling that her situation is different from that of the typical dreamer. And I hope that doesn't lead to any dangerous predicaments.
Hope so.
I hope you've regained a little composure. We'll move out when you're ready.
Okay.
Welcome to heaven. Dreams, true or false, all are ephemeral.
What is happening? What is that guy doing? What?
Hi there, friend from a distant land. I hear the Watchmaker's legacy is right here. Let's say we go treasure hunting.
Okay.
What a huge clocky. Looks like the Watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef. Unbelievable. To think there's a settlement of this size within the dreamscape. And all beyond the family's reach. The atmosphere in this fortress is pretty different from that in the beautiful dream.
When I first saw it, I was in awe too. sky here, it's like a reflection of the 12 dreamscapes. What's even more bizarre is that this place is also separated into trade and residential areas. The layout may be simple, but the facilities are very comprehensive. It seems that there are quite a number of people living here.
Though both dreamscapes have distinct styles, the architectural designs are quite similar. Works of the same hand, perhaps. Hard not to speculate on the connection. But there's no point in overthinking things. Let's meet up with Himiko and the others first.
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach the trade district. There are more people there. And perhaps someone knows where she is.
Okay.
Not coming with us?
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal deliberation. In the meantime, I'll try and locate Gallagher.
Sure. Let's reconnect later.
Okay.
Letting her go was the right decision. Further
Was there
observations are needed
Misha
before we decide
and-
whether to trust her. But first, there's someone I need to talk to.
Very obvious. There was no way they're hiding this. It's literally in the back room.
Let's go. I'm sure you've already noticed him.
Yeah.
He's right over there. The Reverie Hotel's bellboy. How did he end up here? And right after Miss Acheron severed the beautiful dream.
Very convenient.
We'd better check, just to be sure.
Yeah.
You were the guest from before. We meet again! And a new friend. Forgot to introduce myself. I'm the hotel's bellboy, Misha.
Should you be here?
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. We met in a dream. Oh. And who might this be?
Mickey Mouse. Wait, no. It's Clicky Clock.
Old friend and new friend. Let's high five.
Your, memory zone meme?
Don't think so.
Nope. Clocky is a good friend of mine. We all live here. How did you two get here? This dreamscape isn't supposed to be open to the public.
Who the hell is Sleepy?
I wonder if it has something to do with Sleepy.
So, this is your home?
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome, Sleepy started ferrying people back and forth between the two dreamscapes.
Oh, Sleepy? Is Sleepy that memory zone meme? Something after death?
This Sleepy. Can you describe what it looks like?
Just guess. Is it?
Sleepy is a memory zone.
I knew
Looks
it.
fierce and has many eyes, but it's actually really well behaved. Gallagher's been taking care of it.
Really well behaved.
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death. A nightmare for the family, but for the people who live here, well, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes messes up by fetching the wrong guess. But it would never hurt anyone.
Hurt anyone.
I see. Has it brought back any guests recently? Say, in the last day or two? We're currently investigating a missing person case that occurred within the beautiful dream.
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. But he's currently busy hosting a visitor from the Oak family and specifically asked not to be disturbed.
Okay.
Mr. Yang, the person you're looking for,
Himiko and
is it Miss Robin?
Robin? I mean, like, sure, we're also looking for her.
Just as I thought. Considering what happened with Miss Firefly, this doesn't come as a surprise.
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way. She told me that she'd be willing to meet with outside guests.
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing companions. A woman with red hair accompanied by a girl with pink hair. Have you seen them?
Oh, I haven't. But please, rest assured. Dreamflux Reef is a small place, and it's not as bustling as the beautiful Dream. But its safety is unmatched. How about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companions. And then we can all go visit Miss Robin together.
Nice.
She's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children. She won't be leaving anytime soon. So there should be enough time.
Okay.
All right then. We'll follow your plan.
So I guess Sunday is also in this dimension?
Well, we now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony. As for the intentions of the mastermind behind it all, we're still none the wiser. No idea.
Okay.
But its connection to Gallagher is worth digging into. Regardless, we have to find him.
You do.
Say, you mentioned before that you saw Clocky that only you could see, right?
Yep, he's right here. So him, Mr.
I can't shake off this strange feeling. Am I really still so young at heart?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Forget it. It's not important. We'd better just follow Misha.
Age is just a number. Should not. Where's Misha?
Everyone, look! From here, you can see the most spectacular view of Dreamflux Reef.
It's beautiful, I can see. I can tell you that.
A black hole? No. An accretion disk formed from consolidated memoria? Was Dreamflux Reef built on such unstable memoria?
Oh, so Mr. Yang is also versed in Memoria dynamics. I was just trying to figure out how to explain this huge hole to everyone. I bet you guys have a lot in common with Miss Kami.
What the hell is Miss Kami?
So that's how it is.
Who's
I never
this
imagined
man?
we'd gather the remaining details here.
Tomorrow Gallagher's catchphrase, "What an unpredictable twist of fate."
Since the name has already been displayed, I think we've met him before. I don't seem to remember him.
Himeko, here they are.
Ah, perfect timing. Now that everyone's
Oh, I
here,
haven't
I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah, who's partly in charge of the Land of the Exiles. Micah, these are my companions.
Team Walker leader.
It's a pleasure to meet the Nameless.
You know us?
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under more appropriate circumstances if Dreamflux Reef hadn't been isolated from the 12 Dreamscapes.
Why was it isolated?
Please, allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Micah, the Gravekeeper of Dreamflux Reef.
Gravekeeper.
Gravekeeper?
Exactly my reaction.
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves, without meddling in others' affairs. My daily task involves cleaning a few tombstones.
Cleaning a few tombstones.
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes care of them, guiding them back to the sweet dream, or showing them how to survive the wild dream chaos.
So, guardian of sorts.
Were you talking to me, Mr. Yang?
Pretty sure he was.
On that note, Mr.
How
Mika,
did you
which
do that?
tombstones are you referring to? We didn't come across any graveyard when we arrived.
They're actually just symbolic stones. But Since you're curious, Mr. Yang, I'll take you there. I have a feeling you might find something of interest there. But before that, you have an important guest joining you.
An important guest?
Who could it be?
This way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out there. I'm really sorry about that.
Really commotion.
Since you're here, can we assume that you're fully aware of the situation in Penacony?
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment, perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it just takes some time for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of Memoria and Asdana. But now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony. Losing my voice is just one of the signs of the sweet dream's collapse.
Sweet dreams collapse. That memo keeper mentioned the same thing. So it's real.
It's real.
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned the anomalies in the dream, all the family heads refused to talk about it. Only my brother was willing to respond. Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. So, following the clues in the Oak family's dossiers, I found my way here.
Okay.
The land of the exiles.
Land of
Concealed
the
by the
exiles.
family under the guise of death. A dream within a dream, where Penacony's past is buried.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a recovery.
Yeah.
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the sweet dream. It's regrettable, but the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities, trapping everyone in the illusion of the sweet dream. This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. And naturally, those voices blessed by them have lost the ability to sing.
Damn.
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin? Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the harmony capable of influencing everyone. Unless a power surpassing that of an emanator is involved.
Surpassing that of an emanator.
I'd heard about what happened to the Xianzhou Alliance. But as far as I'm aware, the family hasn't faced any such external interventions.
Xianzhou Alliance.
Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something. Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harmony represents, while still claiming to uphold it. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer. I've decided to forgo my role, and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
What? Never step
Look here, brother. A little bird.
looks like a fledgling Charmony dove. But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little bird get here? Maybe its parents abandoned it?
It looks weak and frail. Why don't we find something soft and make a nest for it?
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
Okay.
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful singing voice. But where will it live?
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
Okay.
A cage? But then it won't have the freedom to fly, right?
Does this have anything to do with if I can stop one heart from breaking?
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their dessert.
Is this the voice of
Oh,
the tree?
poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
Is that the Dream Master?
I do. But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Why?
Why not?
Even if it's small and not fully feathered, and can't sing. It didn't come into this world just to be locked up in a cage.
Right.
Birds belong to the sky.
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you, a young scholar? Do you agree with your sister?
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild, it won't survive for more than a few days at best.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. It seems our little scholar is still a bit unsure. Well, let me tell you youngsters a story. As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When they fly really high, the friction caused by the flapping of their feathers against the atmosphere creates amazing lights, so that they look like shooting stars. We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. Their radiant display is the result of countless struggles against nature over generations.
Okay.
Their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground. So, to escape predators, they started seeking new opportunities After countless attempts by many generations, one of them finally figured out how to fly. It soared into the sky and never looked back at the ground again.
So, you mean birds aren't born to fly, but they find a way to do it through their determination, right?
It's a good interpretation.
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts, Sunday?
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
Well, that's dark.
That's an interesting perspective. So, have you decided what to do with the bird now?
For now, I'll keep it in a cage until it can take care of itself because
it hasn't fully grown yet?
I want it to live. No matter what.
I want it to live no matter what.
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer. Your insights are truly remarkable. And I hope they come true in their own way.
Yes, very.
We will take good care of it. Won't we, brother?
Yeah. But, Mr. Gopherwood,
Go through.
There's one thing I don't quite understand.
What a goofy name.
And what might that be, my son?
Your son.
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end?
Don't say that.
I mean, if there are fledglings in this world that can never fly throughout their lives, should we let them go back to the sky? Only to see them crash to the ground and die?
That awkwardly rhymed well.
Talking in your sleep, Birdie? Time to wake up.
What? Someday.
You look a little unsteady. Need a hand?
I'm still alive?
No, you are not.
Yeah. Happy about that?
I hope so.
Where is Robin? Tell me. Now.
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask. Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. She's probably walking around the streets now. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just tell me your demands, lackey of the Watchmaker.
Oh, very menacing.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families. Looks like I made the right choice.
Choice?
Choice.
You are aware of my plan, conceived through my fictionology. Time is running out, so let's drop the charades. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
I think he's going to decline.
Cooperate? What makes you think I'd cooperate with you?
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony. Any of that catch your interest?
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of deception.
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you should trust is the sense of justice inside of you.
Ambition.
Show me Robin first.
All right, as you wish. Here she is.
Huh? Firefly.
What's your trick this time?
Just kidding. I mean, this lady will lead us to Robin, right?
Right?
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
Yeah, too many people.
That'd be great. Please follow me, Honorable Oak Family Head. Now, all the actors are on the stage.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on it should be familiar to all of you.
Rosalina and Tiernan.
Oh, I remember Tiernan.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Asdana, and their names deserve to be immortalized. Not just on the small stone tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory. Just like that prison.
If their names are inscribed here, then that means...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but
she never
returned. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace.
But the guy wasn't as skilled as Mesa Prime.
In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Asdana, Tiernan picked up the way of the Trailblaze again, and led the Lampmoth family to explore beyond the system, only to be surrounded and wiped out by the swarm.
Oh, hell.
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown. But what about this tablet? There are no names carved on it.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, he insisted on erecting a monument for himself, saying that it will happen someday. Here we meet again. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Hey, we meet again. Finally see your sister.